essentially what we're talking about here is that you're either going to be in a state of growth or in a state of decay. So you're either growing or decaying. So if you're in a state of stagnation, that's basically decay, because in order for the growth to take place, in order for growth to happen, there needs to be movement, there needs to be action from your part. Alright friends, so this week we're talking about personal leadership. We continue with our video series, and this week we're talking about the drive to be more, learn more, and grow more. What are we talking about there? Let's break it down. What does it mean to have drive? Drive is an inner quality that, let's be honest, not everyone has. Drive is what makes a person not accept the status quo. Drive is what makes a person not want to be mediocre. It's what makes a person want to be more, right? So you gotta have drive in order for that to happen. Drive is a quality that, like we said, not everybody has. And many people are very satisfied with where they are in life, within their company, within their business, whatever that may be, in whatever area of life that may be, which is fine. But there are other people that see themselves as being bigger, being able to attain bigger goals, higher goals, like maybe being your own boss and starting your own business. So it's easy to stay in the course that your life has taken and just stay there. Now it's much harder to sort of harness all your power and your drive and take the leap for whatever goal you set up for yourself, whatever that may be. As you know, life is a journey, and within that journey, there are many journeys within it. Getting married, losing weight, learning to play an instrument, whatever. There's many different little journeys within your journey. What are some of your goals that you're trying to go after? Or what are some of the goals that you've set up for yourself but never completed? It's a good question to find out. So when it comes to your journey, or any journey for that matter, it starts with the very first step. That's what makes the journey. What ends up happening is we end up focusing so much or looking at so much, finishing the journey, like getting to the finish line, completing the journey, that we get stuck. We don't move. We paralyze ourselves because we get so overwhelmed with everything we got to do to finish. Or maybe because I don't know exactly how I'm going to get it done. Maybe I don't have all the information. And the truth is, you don't need all the information. You just need to know what's the first step. What's the first thing I need to know? Or maybe, you know what? Do some research about it. Do some research about the idea first. Get some more information. And then maybe you'll find out what your very first step is. You don't have to know how to do it all before you get started. It's the whole idea of, going to the shooting range, to fire the gun, to practice firing a gun. You're going to spend so much time getting ready, right? Make sure you have all the equipment, the safety goggles, the right gloves if you want to wear gloves. Make sure the gun is cleaned up. Make sure you get the right bullets, that your target is ready to go. And then what's next? So you got ready. What's next? We're going to aim, right? Now you're going to aim. And you're going to aim for the perfect shot. The perfect shot. Perfect shot. And we're going to stay in the aiming because the shot isn't perfect. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. No, more. I could really get it. Just if I could dial it in, you never fire the gun. So with this idea is just fire the gun. Guess what? You can make adjustments along the way. So the quicker you can take that first step, the quicker you get to the goal, because again, you got to take action. So no matter what your journey is, in order to take action, you need drive. So the drive to be more. Being more, right? What does that mean? A being is any living creature, right? A person, an animal, a bug, any living creature. Being also refers to the state of existing. You know the old question, to be or not to be. That is the question, right? When you're talking about being, is that things that exist are in a state of being. You are in a state of being. I'm in a state of being. But that's a little vague. Let's get a little bit more specific, right? So we're talking about being alive and being real. An easier way to look at it is things or beings that are living things. Every person in the world is a being, and so is every animal, every bug, or whatever. So we're talking about the state of existence of who you are. So there are some meanings. Let me read you some meanings about being. So the primary meanings of being is the state or fact of existing. Second meaning, a living thing that has or can develop the ability to act or function independently. So the state of or fact of existing, a point of view of becoming into being, becoming into existence, the way that something is with respect to its many attributes. In this case, we're talking about you, your state of existence, the way you are or the way you're becoming in terms of all your many attributes, okay? So the drive to be more, learn more. Let's talk about learning. So learning is the process of acquiring new skills or modifying existing skills or knowledge or behaviors or values or preferences by either you study it or by experience or because someone is teaching you. Now, the drive to be more, learn more, grow more. So growth, what are we talking about when it comes to growth? We're talking about something that has grown or is in the process of developing or is increasing in size, in ability, or in importance. You know, we're talking about you, right? How you're growing, how you're developing in your skills, learning, modifying, whatever that may be. So one fact that I want to make sure that you have clear here is that you're either going to be in a state of growth or in a state of decay. If you're not moving anywhere, if you're stagnant, if you're in a state of stagnation, you're not going anywhere in life, you're sort of in the status quo, in the comfort zone, which is okay, but remember, nothing grows in the garden of comfort. If you're in a state of stagnation, guess what? You're in decay. Because for growth to take place, there has to be movement from your part. There has to be action from your part. So again, the drive to be more, learn more, do more, right? So what does that mean? Actually, learn more, grow more, be more. What we're talking about is that you invest in yourself, that you invest in your abilities, that you have a personal life vision that is driving you somewhere. Like take Edison, for example. Edison created the light bulb, right? Well, what was his drive? What was his vision? It was to create the light bulb that would never have to go out, that would never have to be replaced, right? Did he do that? Did he make that? No. But we have lights, we have a light bulb. Nonetheless, he revolutionized the world because he had a vision, a bigger vision that he was working towards, that he was driving towards, that was inspiring him and motivating him to get there. So number one, do you have a life vision? Do you have a vision bigger, compelling, and very important that you're striving towards, right? The drive to be more, learn more, grow more. In order to get to that personal life vision that you want, you're gonna have to set a plan or set some goals, strategic goals that are gonna get you there. There's gotta be some steps. If I say I'm gonna go over there, what are my steps to get there? Lay out some potential steps and start moving towards it. Listen, you don't have to know the entire plan or know the entire answer or know and be certain that it's gonna succeed before you take action. That is a mistake. You'll never take action, okay? So when it comes to personal leadership, you have to have drive, right? So that you can go after what you want to go after, so that you can set some goals and take action, okay? And the biggest investment you can make, and I got this quote from John Maxwell, and I want to share it with you. If you're familiar with John Maxwell, if you don't, YouTube him. He's like probably the number one leadership guru in the world. He says the only guarantee you can have that you're going to have success in the future is to invest in your personal development and your personal growth. And I'm not talking about just monetarily. I'm talking about with time, with your dedication, like in your energy, that you invest in yourself. Sure, you're gonna have to have some monetary investments as well, because if you want to get training or maybe buy some books, whatever it takes. But if you want to ensure that you're gonna succeed in the future, invest in yourself, invest in your personal growth. But for that, you gotta have drive, the drive to be more, learn more, and grow more. Hope you like the video. Subscribe to my channel. Don't miss the next one. We're talking about personal leadership. And the next one is going to be on a balance of knowing what your purpose is while respecting the free will of other people. And not only that, but how your purpose impacts the world. Take care.